Hey guys, today I'm excited to give you my spoiler-free review for Fear Street Part 1, 1994. Now, this is based on the series by the same name, Fear Street, the books by R.L. Stine. Kind of a mature Goosebumps, I guess, is a great way to describe it. A lot of kids start off reading Goosebumps at the elementary school age and then graduate into Fear Street as they get a little bit older. I know that that's what I did. So I was very, very, very excited for this movie and the trilogy. There are 3 movies. This is, of course, Part 1, as it is called, Part 1. 1994, and it hits Netflix this Friday, July 2nd, and let's talk about it. Let's get into my review, but before we do, if this is your first time here, I'd love it if you'd take 1 second to hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit that notification bell. Okay, let's talk about it. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. Okay, guys, so Fear Street Part 1, 1994 is the perfect opening for this trilogy. It feels like a story from the Fear Street books. Now, here's the thing. It's actually an original screenplay. It's an original story. It is not something that was from the books, but it really feels like it fits perfectly in there. And one of the things that I really, really loved about this movie is it is called 1994, and let me tell you, it fully embraces the 90s, okay? Not only with just the clothing and the amazing 90s soundtrack. I mean, I'm Only Happy When It Rains by Garbage. Like, I was in right then, 100% sold. But it also focuses a lot on those classic horror tropes from the 90s, you know? There are insane amounts of jump scares every single time someone is in trouble. Of course, you hear some ominous music, you know, there's flashing lights. There's everything that is what you get in a 90s horror movie, right? Some of the issues that I have, like sometimes the blood is a little orange or the pacing is off. It actually feels very much like a 90s horror movie. So it's kind of like, did they do that on purpose? I feel like they did that on purpose. You know, of course, there's the characters that hook up. They all kind of hook up at the same time, not with each other, but there's a couple different people that hook up. So of course that happens at the same time, right before they're going to take on the scary killer. I mean, it's just the classic stuff that happens in the 90s movies. So I was really excited to see them put into this one as well. It is a lot of fun. I mean, you actually have several different killers. Each has their own little backstory, which you kind of get, but then there's like one big bad, so to speak, which when you get that backstory, it's absolutely incredible. And that's the fun thing about this. So this is called Fear Street Part 1, 1994. However, the 2 that come after this to complete the trilogy happen prior to this one, okay? There's Fear Street Part 2 and Fear Street Part 3, with Part 3 taking place in 1666, okay? So this is moving backwards. The story is moving backwards, which is a lot of fun. I mean, as Netflix put it, there's 3 movies and 1 killer story. Now, this one does feel like it gets somewhat resolved, but you definitely know, okay, there's going to be more. We're going to get more when this all comes together, likely in the final moments of the 3rd film. Now, this happens over 3 weeks, so this part comes out this week, and then the next 2 following weeks, we're going to get Part 2 and Part 3. Don't worry, I'll have my reviews up for you on that. And then, of course, as part of the Part 3 review, I will talk about the trilogy as a whole. But honestly, my favorite thing about this right now is it feels very much like something R.L. Stine could have written. It feels like it fits into the world of Fear Street. And, well, yes, there's some pacing issues. And yes, there's some over-the-top acting. I mean, that just feels like it fits. So you really can't complain too much. As long as you go into this wanting to have a good time and taking this movie for what it is, you're going to enjoy it. If you've already seen Fear Street Part 1, 1994 by the time you get to this review, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, or let me know why you're excited for this movie. Let me know what you're looking forward to and what you hope you see. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there, MAMASGEEKY. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, guys. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much to all of my monetary supporters, my members here on YouTube, as well as my patrons. If you haven't joined yet, please consider doing so. We have some really awesome perks, including a monthly Zoom meeting where we get to talk face to face. Thank you again to everyone who supports me.